I think of a physician that I was working with not too long ago that began some mindfulness training with me. And she was feeling some of the things that you were talking about, feeling a little bit more depressed, feeling kind of a lot of burnout. She'd been at the same hospital location for quite some time and was just kind of going through the motions of life and, just kind of going through the motions in her relationships and at work. I was still doing a good job and kind of getting that, basically just functioning, just kind of existing and making the bottom line, but not really pushing forward beyond that, not really thriving. So she underwent some of the work that I do, connecting mindfulness and character strengths together. And she began to kind of build in the sense of what we call like a freshness or beginner's mind, seeing things as if we've not seen them before, being, slowing herself down, getting more of a sense of what's going on in her mind. I mean, we all have some sense of what's going on in our mind, but when we're mindful, we're even more attentive to what's going on with our thoughts and the patterns and the, things that might cycle us into a worry spin or into a helplessness or a guilt spin or whatever it might be. For her, she was always lost in planning mode. Okay, what's the next thing? Okay, I saw this patient and I got these next 3 patients and I got to think about this and I got to make this phone call and blah, blah, blah. You can see how fast I'm talking just to represent what was going on in her mind. And so being more mindful, again, it's not like this perfect monk that's just being present as much as possible. Instead, she was just more aware of what was going on in her mind, able to catch going into planning mode, come back to the present moment, back to her breath. And it made a big difference with her burnout. She's continuing to still to this day, still working at the hospital and reports feeling a lot happier, improved the relationship with her significant other and with her children. So that reflects the research as well, that mindfulness is associated with better stress management, better well-being. So when we talked in the Character Strengths podcast, there's this well-being benefit to character strengths, and there's this adversity benefit. Mindfulness is the same in that sense. And mindfulness is similar to character strengths in that it's universal. Just like character strengths, we can turn to mindfulness at any point when we need to. All you have to do is pause, come back to your breath.